the long-range ports. You can shoot data and power a whopping 500 meters. Hi tech lovers, welcome back to Fast Cabling. So you just bought your dream property. It's huge. It's got the main house, the barn, a pool, and a grand entrance gate about a football field away from your door. Your first thought is, I need rock-solid Wi-Fi everywhere, and I need to keep an eye on all of this. And your second thought, after talking to an installer, this is going to be a nightmare and cost a fortune. Why? 3 brutal enemies: distance, power, and clusters. Let's break it down. First, distance. Standard Ethernet has a hard limit, 100 meters or 328 feet. And the front gate here is 200 meters out. And the barn? Even further. So one cable won't cut it. Second, power. Where do I need cameras and Wi-Fi the most? At that lonely front gate and at the dark corner of the barn, places where, surprise, there are no power outlets. Running a new electrical line is messy, expensive, and often a deal breaker. And third, device clusters. It's never just one device. That gates need a camera to see who's coming, and other to read license plates, and maybe a Wi-Fi access point for guests. So that's 3 devices in one spot. And running 3 individual long cables from the house is ridiculous. For years, this problem spans a spider web of cables, conduits, and high cost. But what if I told you the game has changed? What if you could cover a massive area with a clean, single cable solution that's both powerful and smart? So let's move on and meet our large properties heroes. So our story starts indoors. In the network closet, here sits the commander, our 16-port long-range WebSmart PoE++ switch. This isn't your average switch. The problem with a normal switch is the 100 meters limit. This switch laughs at that. Its secret weapon? It has 2 different modes for 2 different kinds of battle. For your IP cameras, which don't need huge bandwidth but do need to go far, it has a CCTV mode. With a simple setting in its web interface, you can tell the port to slow down to 10 megabit per second. Why? Because slower data can travel further, and this stretches your range up to 250 meters on standard cable. So it's perfect for that camera to watching over the back tree line or the pool. Let me show you. Now I'm going to plug in a 200 meters Ethernet cable to the port that I already stepped down to 10 megabit per second. Now I'm going to connect the other end to our bullet camera here. By using PoE technology, now we're sending both power and data from our switch to the bullet camera. So let's give it a second to watch on our video feed. Here we go. So now we're getting the live video feed. But for devices that needs more speed, like a Wi-Fi access point, 250 meters isn't enough. So here enters the long-range ports. Port number 9 through 16 on this piece has a special long-range chipsets built right in, and we can pair them with a PoE extender. And guess what? There are 2 extenders included in the box. You can shoot data and power a whopping 500 meters. That's over 1,600 feet at 100 megabit per second. So imagine running a single cable from your house to the very edge of the property and still having a power device at the end. So let's do it. So here I have a 500 meters Ethernet cable. Let's plug it into one of the long-range port, which is port 9 to 16, and send both power and data all the way to our edge device. Now, since I don't have a big row of 500 meters, that's why I use a coupler to join them together to form 500 meters. Now, you may ask, why do I need an extender? Great question. Think of the extender as a translator. Your main switch shouts in a long-range language. The extender pays out near the device, hears the shouts, and translates it for our standard camera or access point, and also shout the device signal back to the switch. It's a crucial relay for the final leg of the journey. Now this is IP67 waterproof rated, but now I'm taking the neck and the gland out for faster installation. Make sure you pull the cable through the neck and the gland and fasten it with a wrench. You can even bury this. Let's take out our 500 meters Ethernet cable, plug it into the input port. And this extender also has a special mounting tool. Just click right in and you can mount it on a DIN reel, very flexible. Plug in the output port to our PDZ camera. So instantly we can see the PDZ camera is getting the power and the data that it needs. And let's check out our video feed. Here we go, now we have both cameras working. And after the setup, we are going to do a quick speed test. I already unplugged the PDZ camera and now I'm going to plug in another Ethernet cable on this output port. And let's connect it directly to my laptop here. Okay, I'm going to perform our speed test. Let's reload it. Okay, so we can reach one distant device, but what about my cluster of 3 devices? Do I run 3 separate cables? That's not elegant, that's wasteful. And this is where strategy comes in. You run one long distance cable from your central switch all the way here to our outdoor PoE pass-through switch. This little box is a tank. It's got an IP67 waterproof rating, a metal housing, and it can operate in freezing cold or baking heats. You can mount it right on a pole or a wall. Its job is simple but revolutionary. It takes that one long cable coming in to port number 8 and split it into 7 additional PoE ports. One cable in, 7 devices powered and connected locally. So problem solved. But here's the genius part. Our switch doesn't need a power outlet. It gets all its juice from that one coming cable. And that brings us to the critical piece of the puzzle on the switch, the PoE++ port, which is port number 1 to 4. Our outdoor switch isn't just powering itself. It needs to power all the cameras and access point. It needs a big mule. A standard PoE+ port providing 30 watts may not be enough, but a PoE++ port, however, can deliver up to 90 watts. So that's plenty. And now I'm taking an Ethernet cable, plug it into one of the PoE++ port. We dedicate one powerful PoE++ port from our switch to feed that long cable, and this cable carries enough power to run our outdoor switch and its little family of devices. Let's plug it into port number 8. Now we can see the indicated light will be on soon. And there's no external power source here needed, not at all. Now I'm going to plug in 2 Ethernet cable, 1 4-hour access point, 1 4-hour bullet camera. Remember, you have to calculate your power budget, but it can support up to 7 devices. We can see the indicator lights on our access point is on. We're getting the power and data, and our bullet camera is working as well. It will need a little bit time to focus and zoom in. But now let's take a look at our big screen monitor. We have all 3 cameras working with Concord. If you need coverage at the pool, let's say, we can run a second long-range Ethernet cable up to 250 meters by using the CCTV mode for a camera device. So the complete setup is done, but for outdoor installation, make sure you add surge protection for all of your devices. And remember, the central switch is web smart. So this means from a simple interface, you can see the status of every port, monitor exactly how much power each device is using, and instantly spot if a camera at the far gates goes offline. You can even create separate VLANs, virtual LANs, to keep your surveillance traffic from interfering with your guest Wi-Fi. So it's a centralized control over an empire of a network. So covering a large property isn't about a mountain of cables anymore. It's about smart topology. By using long-range switch to break the distance barrier and outdoor PoE pass-through switch to create remote self-sufficient hubs. It's clean, it's scalable, and it turns a nightmare installation into an elegant, manageable system. The limits of your network are no longer divided by 100 meters. They're divided by the right gear. So what do you think? Is this the kind of solution you've been looking for? Or are you tackling a different kind of coverage challenge? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you found this breakdown useful, do me a favor and smash the like button. It really helps our channel. And we are always taking on real-world technology problems and digging into the solutions. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in our next video.